Every season comes with its own requirements, and I like springtime because it is also the best time for growth, and everything around us actually grows the most during spring, including our skin. So sometimes if there are certain areas of our skin that are going to grow that year, because your skin is that one organ that grows all your life, so and it grows the most during springtime. This is what happens when a fairy comes and she's getting her own bag of beauty. The beauty is coming back. It's a bag of beauty.
You think I look beautiful already?
You are beautiful. You are beautiful already. Hello, everyone. We are live today because Nicole, our pelvic pro, is here on this Sunday. So, guess what Nicole is getting? This
Look how pretty
is
this is.
that is the bag of beauty. The other day, you guys
see the
saw me
color.
do it, but today, because it's St. Patrick's Day, guess who brought us a gift of her energy and her beauty on St. Patrick's
Oh,
Day?
yeah.
There you go. Me here. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patty, may the luck of love and joy and health and success and everything that you dream of come
I agree.
true.
All of
So
them.
anyway, this is how you get the supplements for spring, for your skin and for your hair. This bag of beauty, let me show you guys what it looks like.
So pretty.
This is, I'm about to also do anal therapy. So what is anal therapy? Anal therapy is a non-surgical facelifting and skin tightening tool which uses the energy of sound. So the sound waves that we're going to give her are very, very superficial. They're like the very tiny, they go only 1 millimeter under the skin, just tightening, and they help you tighten the skin over there. They hold your skin together a little while longer. They are stronger than gravity and time, but they don't last forever. They'll only last for 6 to 8 months. So you have to redo it. This is, can you see?
Such a pretty shade of pink, honestly.
I know. But the bag's pink is not a filter. So look at this. So for spring, I like to use, so basically every season comes with its own requirements. And I like springtime because it is also the best time for growth. And everything around us actually grows the most during spring, including our skin. So sometimes if there are certain areas of our skin that are going to grow that year, because your skin is that one organ that grows all your life. So, and it grows the most during springtime. So during springtime, what I do is that I like to halt the growth in certain areas of your face. So, especially in certain areas which are the problem areas of your face, that is a good time to halt the growth of your skin around that. And what is a good time to start halting the growth of your skin cells? And not only spring, but it is also when you have already peaked. So, if you're at the peak of your beauty, so I would not recommend skin tightening when you're like 15 or when you're 20 or even when you're like 25, because I'm like, maybe you're going to peak at certain other time. So, but when you have passed 30 and you feel that you've started like peaking at that's the time that you start halting the growth of skin cells in certain parts of your face, if you like your face. That's it. So what are the lasers that I use? So I do not use a laser for it. So there are different kinds of technologies. One of the best technology that I found very useful and also very safe is the ultrasound technology, which harnesses the sound waves, the threads of sound, which are invisible, but you can feel them when they go inside your skin. And these threads are the ones that I like. So you can buy threads from everywhere. You can buy sound threads from China, you can buy from Mexico, you can buy from Europe. And actually, there is one American company that just released the threads also in America. But the ones I really like are the ones from France.
Oui.
And these are, this is, listen, French people know how to make bags. That's why Louis Vuitton is there, Chanel is there, Christian Dior is there, Hermes is there. So Birkin is not made in America because they know how to tie the bag. And they not only know how to tie your leather bag, but also the bag that you call your skin. You know, because you're nothing but a bag of skin that's holding your consciousness together. And as you're going through time and gravity, that's trying to pull you down. So what is preventative skin tightening? Preventative skin tightening is when you're in your 30s, you're already beautiful, God already made you beautiful. And then you're like, okay, I want to stay here for a little while longer. So that's preventative skin tightening. So you're going to do ultrasound technology for yourself first. Now, during the winter time, if you're a white person, if you're a very fair person, or if you're like a golden person, for instance, and you have accumulated too much sun rays in your skin, then at that point, the sun has probably left some marks and some damage into your bag. So then when the winter time comes, we do like a skin polishing treatment with the help of some lasers. And winter time is great for the laser, the light. So laser is like light energy. It harnesses the energy of light and puts it through your skin. But when you put the energy of light into your skin, into the fabric, one thing that it does is that it actually sensitizes the skin to the sun. So then you cannot step out too much, and even if you step out, and even if you stay inside, you cannot be too hot. You can't be in a temperature. So not only the skin is sensitized to light, but also heat. All right, so that, I hope that answers the question that why I would not recommend laser technology during spring or summer, but rather wait until the dead of the winter to put you through it. Right, during spring, I will do the sound threads, these French sound threads, because I love the finesse and I also like how long they stay in you. And they're not cheap. Guess what? You can get, just like you can get a Birkin from Hermes, and sometimes you won't even get it, because when you go there, they'll be like, we're not wasting our thread on you. But just like you can get a Birkin from Hermes, but you can also get a Birkin from Chinatown. But they're both not the same. I can assure you they're not the same. What other modalities you use? Ultrasound, radio frequency, shock waves? Yes. I do have radio frequency. So radio frequency is okay. I have like the microneedling stamp which has radio frequency energy in it. Now radio frequency I would never use on her. Even though I would use radio frequency energy in people who are in their 30s. I would not use on somebody who's a little more experiencing any elasticity issues, because the microneedling part can just screw up the fabric of your skin, and where the fabric cannot rebuild itself. So I still prefer sound waves. Now radio frequency with microneedling is great for your scalp if you're having hair loss. It's great for your stretch marks if you have any. And it's also very good for uneven skins or scars or anything like that. IV infusions, can they help with the symptoms of menopause and perimenopause? That's a great question also. The reason I do this infusion is because it includes, aside from whatever I call it, basically these are supplements and minerals and nutrients, and we put it through your system where it bypasses the gut. Your gut biome is not a very friendly place for some very fragile vitamins and nutrients that your skin and hair really need as it ages. Your gut biome sometimes acts like the Great Wall of China. So it does not open its doors and allow strange looking particles that you put inside your mouth. So the gut biome recognizes only certain things that it allows entry into your system. because just like your skin is a barrier, your gut inside is also a barrier. It will not allow you to just take things in, and it's not going to let things get inside your system. It is there to protect you. And these are those big guys who are like, the bouncers. They're like, no, I don't recognize you. And especially the water soluble vitamins like vitamin C or glutathione or any of those other minerals, they once they get into your stomach, where they get the wash or the bacteriostatic wash in the stomach acid, the water soluble fragile little molecules, they're denatured. They lose their identifiers. So by the time they get into the gut biome cannot understand, and it won't let it in. So most of your vitamins, even though if they're made of like heavenly stuff that you found in the best places of this planet, for after a certain point in your life, especially when you're in your 40s and 50s, it just won't make it inside your skin. And that's why these supplements are basically very, very useful at that point. Yeah, like for people like my age. So I had set up this live for myself, and I was getting my infusion last week, but for some reason we didn't go live. So today I was doing this, my little fairy Nicole. So Nicole I'm not allowing her to move or talk or get excited because her veins are just, her body has a mind of its own. It just, so I'm telling her that please be still. IVs are different for each person, yes. We customize it. I customize it. And also for Nicole, we did her blood works, and so I know all her problems. She doesn't have any. No, like, that she's very, very healthy. So, I think at your stage, you wouldn't need this. Yeah, once a season is enough for your skin. But I like it if people do it when they're like working out, and you're very athletic. You're like kind of like a girl, beautiful athlete.
I train like an athlete.
Yeah, you
The
train.
I train is like an athlete.
Yeah, you are.
So
That's why next time we're gonna put an NAD in it. Now NAD I couldn't put in today because she came and she was like, "Can I get some NAD in this?" And I was like, NAD is like another supplement that we sometimes add for athletes if you have like a very heavy duty lifestyle, which she has. She may look like this fragile little fairy, but she's like she can beat 5 people up, and then she'll just smile like that. So shockwave is also very good for healing tissue, especially in the pelvic areas. So especially when you're encountering your menopause, that's a good time, or andropause. So for men, your system, a men's system, once they peak, also start declining. Usually, like I've seen most men start peak at like in their 40s, but then they start encountering their decline. So they hold their peak for like maybe 10 years or so.
Wow.
And then they start declining around 56, 57. And then their decline is very accelerated after 65. Unless they start looking after themselves. But men usually don't look after themselves. That's something that, they teach our guys not to look after themselves, because men are supposed to be macho. They're not supposed to look after themselves. Just, go be you. But basically, if you like the man that you're with, and you want to hold on to him for like a little while longer, then I would say that, you start looking after them. So then men like to do shockwave. So usually when you're in your late 50s and getting into your 60s, it's a good time to start, because that's when you will start noticing some form of decline. So happy St. Patrick's Day. Today is also a very important day for my personal self, because one of my best friends passed away last year, Dr. Sood, from a broken heart. I think she died of a broken heart. One of the things but anyway, so I miss her, and she passed away on St. Patrick's Day. And guess what? She was one person who really motivated and inspired me to come live and to put myself out there and to talk to people. And I have social phobia. I don't like to talk to people unless they're in my personal circle. But, so I miss her a lot because I think that she really got me to become better at communicating. I know, I miss Lovely. I actually am going to have a memorial for her. And then yesterday also, my fiance's mother passed away. So now two people. I
so
know.
sorry, I did not know.
I know. She was also she had Alzheimer's.
Oh,
So I never really got to know her because since I've met David, she's been, she had already entered her final stages of dementia
wow.
and was in care. So
Oh, wow.
listen, your brain is a very important computer. And we do offer, now the thing is that healthcare, modern medicine couldn't figure out what is it that's causing. So there's so many things that we can do to prevent dementia. So dementia is such an important part of my, one of the reasons that I do these infusions is because one of the things that they have recently found out is that when perimenopause and menopause make women more susceptible to developing dementia later on in life. So, and they have, established that link that women, if they're not getting the right supplements, including some hormonal supplements when they start tanking, so how to supplement yourself. If you're not supplementing some of your things that can cause later on accelerated dementia. And diet. So dementia is, it may manifest in old age, but it is a disease that develops in the middle age. And not only you supplement yourself, but you also have to start doing things for yourself that actually help you stay in a zone where you're not hurting yourself. For example, some foods and some drinks that you're taking are just not good for you. For example, sugar-laden stuff. And sugar is added into pretty much everything in our foods. So again, how to minimize the impact of sugar on your brain, or how to minimize the impact of the alcohol that you are drinking. So alcohol is like a very big, not only a carcinogen, but also it just goes your electrical activity in your brain. It just zombifies it, and then it just mangles it up, and then you start developing plaque in your brain, which results in the brain, your master computer, losing all its memory and data. So one of the things that I add in the infusion, and I start adding at her age, which is, and for definitely for my age, for sure, like if you're in perimenopause, but for her, for people who are coming even in their 30s or early 40s, for me, I want to add stuff which helps minimize their inflammation in the entire system, so that just to protect your brain, because your body exists to protect the brain, and that's it. And then if your brain and your consciousness has to be protected, because you have a purpose, whether you know it or not, you have a purpose. You have to figure out what it is. I don't know what your purpose in life is. I know what my purpose in life is. She knows what her purpose in life is. But for you to fulfill the purposes that you have been granted this life for, you have to be intact for a very long time, because sometimes your purpose may not end. And sometimes our purposes are larger than us. So you may not be the only person working on it. So I don't know what your purpose is, but remember, my purpose is to help you experience your life in the best possible way and experience your health and your wellness in the best possible way.